the same rotations I've used all year, maybe mix in a few off days for the veterans.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the small forward position.
This is his game, flying to the bucket with reckless abandon.
Thompson dishes to Love. Back to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
You know, more and more we're seeing some shorter guys play the center position, especially when they have vertical leaps like that to go.
On its way from Curry for two. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Celtics in Boston.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
It was like they were teasing the crowd, letting them get a little amped up, and then shut up with another dagger.
Green with the block. Pachulia with it, guarded now by Kevin Love, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Curry with the three, and the Warriors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Green slams it in.
A fire hydrant in motion. Draymond takes the hit, still able to convert.
James in the post, defended by Durant, and LeBron throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Curry against Irving. Green with the block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. I mean, he always gets in position for these clean swats like this one.
Thompson with the bucket.
You can't let him get in the rhythm from out there. He's too good of a shooter. Now, for all the things he does on the floor, the one thing you keep coming back to with Draymond Green is his defense. He's just a spectacular defender in every sense of the word. There is a reason many feel he's the best defender in the league, or at least in the top 3.
Golden State moving it around. From outside, off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Smith, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line. And if you go back 3 seasons, the Cavs, they're the second youngest roster in the league. 2 consecutive #1 overall picks. And then fast forward to the present, this is a veteran-laden team with its sights squarely set on championship.
You know what? It may be that 7'1" wingspan of Draymond that not only makes him a great defender, but just shows it makes him throw that one down easy.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And think about that 2014 draft. The Cavs had less than a 2% chance at the #1 pick, and somehow they land Wiggins.
Yeah, and who can know if LeBron comes back to Cleveland without that asset? Sometimes Lady Luck smiles on you. The Ohio faithful grateful for some good fortune after over 50 years of waiting for a title.
Irving against Curry. A shot's good from Irving.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
This is what you like about Thompson, a shoot-first guy who's willing to make that extra pass.
Pass to Love, and Love throws it down. Fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. And they double up James. The three from Korver. That's tipped. And that 1:12 left here in the opening quarter. Here's James. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now the feed to Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by West. Livingston's got his first basket of the night.
And this is where Livingston makes his money. Tremendous mid-range game.
Here's Fry, and Fry slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
James, the pass to Fry. And Fry slams it in.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
You're the captain of the ship. You know the rest of his teammates look to him to provide when things are tight, and he came through again.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
No one can miss so far. Both teams are really clicking on offense.
Williams kicks to Fry. To the paint, the turnaround. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 8 points for LeBron.
Always pushing the action offensively. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
Curry, wide open, buries it from three-point range.
Able to stop on a dime at full speed. Curry with the nasty pull-up.
On the wing, Shumpert from downtown. That one, no good. West. No good on that one. Lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
And it's why they're shooting such a high percentage from the floor. They're willing to run the offense all the way through.
Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Williams is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Chris, you know how physically punishing the NBA can be, especially in the post. Which big men do you think are the most physical in the game right now?
Oh, well, I think you have to look at Drummond. I mean, Drummond. He's physical down there, man. He's a wide load. You still have to look at Marc Gasol, even though he's gone through some injuries. Zebo. And then you got to look at Big Boogie Cousins out there. All those guys are physical, and you want to bang with any of them, and you want any of them to be on your team banging for you.
Yes. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyrie Irving was a virtuoso ball handler when he came into the league. He could penetrate at will and get to the rim. With all the injuries over the years, he's made an adjustment to that. He said, I enjoy finishing around the big men, but honestly, I'm trying to stay off the floor. I'm not going to stop trying to get to the basket, but with the big men we have, I don't have to do it every single time. We all learned that lesson over the years, Kevin.
Pay the price going in there, don't you, DA? Thank you. Smith checked in for Iman Shumpert. Near the three-point line, it's Love. It's the outside fadeaway. Love's got 6. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Thompson is doubled. No good from outside.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Shocking. He bricked out. That shot usually is money for him.
And here's Barnes for 3. That one misses. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Down low. And Love throws it down.
and just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Livingston, and that one is stuffed right through.
Still with enough explosiveness and with great length to finish Sean Livingston.
Here's Irving. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
McGee dishes to Iguodala. The kick out to Barnes. McGee with no one around. Here's Iguodala. The 3 from Barnes. And the rejection by Love. Jefferson attacking. McGee with the block. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And yes, it's good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Irving passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And the pass was right in stride. Extremely accurate setting up the shot.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Thompson right side. McGee with the block. Here's Iguodala. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Wow, the balance and core strength of Iguodala built for the AM1.
For the Cavaliers, Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. James comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Korver in for Jefferson. Different look here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Barnes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. The Cavaliers leading by 4. James kicks to Fry. Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Well, even more important was who was fouling. The other team barely had their starters in the game. They were all sitting on the bench.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And Fry kicks to Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, Kevin, he positioned himself perfectly and had all the room to drop that one in, just couldn't get it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And with Steph winning another MVP award, the talk has now shifted from where he is as the best shooter of all time, Chris, to where he ranks among NBA greats.
Well, and Ray Allen put it best when he spoke about Curry compared to guys like Allen and even Clay. Curry, by far, in my opinion, is a combination of the best shooter with the best handles that we've seen in this league. Most shooters are just stand still, catch and shoot guys, drive them off the three-point line, force them to drive. With Curry, you got to pick your poison. He gets three-pointers the old-fashioned way as well, the and one.
The basket good off the assist from Durant. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. It's Fry atop the key. Looking to end the run, drills the three-pointer. Fry's got his third basket of the night.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
This is a shooter's dream. They are really letting the outside shot fly.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
LeBron kicks to Williams. It's stolen by West. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Curry again from deep. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Korver, good. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Puts up a 3. And it's Durant missing. Here's Williams. That shot off the mark. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Fires for 3. The shot misses. And a pretty... We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Not a role he often gets to play. He has the talent to be a catalyst for this offense, getting a chance to show it tonight.
Setting the floor for the Warriors, the incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot. Nailed from three-point land. 22 points for Steph Curry.
The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
And here's Love from the arc. Green with the block. Takes a 3. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Thompson. 11 points for Love.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
It's stolen by Smith. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. Out to Smith. Fires it up. Draymond Green with the rebound.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
And a lot of legends say nowadays, Chris, players don't have that same animosity they once had toward other teams, other players. Why is that? And which camp did you fall in?
Well, I think the world is smaller now. I think when you look at the fact of the internet and the fact that you can now watch your friends that maybe you met at camp in 14 and 15, you can watch them now through the various apps. I think it allows you to stay closer, you know, and allows you to build those relationships. The fact that everybody has a cellular phone now. So I think the world is smaller than it was when I played.
Yeah.
But there are some guys that I really respect and I haven't spoken to until after they've retired or until after I've retired. And so I wasn't in the camp of kissy, huggy, Philly, all that good stuff. If I knew you and I played with you on another team, then I'd always show you love. But you could be my brother, and once the jump ball goes up, if you're on the other team, you know, for these 48 minutes, I don't know you, you know. So the only family I have during those 48 minutes is my mom and that you are when you're singing Kumbaya together at halftime during the game, smiling and taking pictures.
That's an excellent point. The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
Yeah, and in front of a hostile crowd, maintain poise, discipline, all the things that tend to lead to a high field goal percentage.
Now, the casual fan, sometimes sitting further away from the court, doesn't always hear all the talking that's going on between the players, among the players. Chris, on the floor, how important is that communication between teammates, among players on the same team on the floor?
Great question, Kevin. I mean, it's tremendously important. You know, let's just think about some plays. Over 60% of the plays in games are pick and roll plays. So when you think about that, the big man has to communicate to the guard, or he's going to get his head knocked off on every type screen. Also, the big fellas in the back of the defense, they're the ones that can see the floor and everything on the floor that's going on. So it's very important that they communicate from the back. Also, guards communicating the play calling, whether offensively or defensively. So communication is very important, and yeah, it's a lot of fun if you're a fan. If you can ever get a ticket down close, you know, hey, you'll hear some funny stuff out there. Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
Well, one thing about Draymond Green, he isn't very bashful when it comes to sharing what's on his mind.
Well, Draymond knows what he's about and can back up everything he says. The team doesn't mind when he'll call someone out in the media or take a verbal jab, because when he messes up, he's the first to call himself out to a reporter. Green essentially is that guy who is saying to the media what every other NBA player really wants to say.
Thompson outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Warriors leading by 18. Green with the ball. Picked up by Love.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Inside. Thompson from long range. Warriors with the rebound. The three. That doesn't go either for Green.
Even though he's struggling with the shot, it hasn't stopped his team from getting in front and maintaining this lead.
Here's Jefferson. Makes no mistake.
We'll see what they come out with.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Korver comes in for Jefferson. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Golden State, West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Matt Barnes. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Williams.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. 1:25 left to play in the third. Thompson inside the line. And the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for Draymond Green.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And he can't get the first one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
West kicks to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Oh, the quick jump of Iguodala. Easy money.
It's stolen by West. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Williams. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now, Andre Iguodala, he was my rookie back with Philly. I saw how hard he worked to fulfill his potential. There was a time when Andre Iguodala was the #1 option on an offense. You have to give him credit for accepting a smaller role to be part of something special with this team. He has seen his numbers in scoring dip, but the wins have gone through the roof for him. He relishes the role of being the wingman who is there to complement and help set up others.
And another miss by Cleveland. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
It appears as if he just spaced out temporarily there. Really an unfortunate turnover.
Well, Cleveland shooting about 42% so far. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Korver. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 31 points for Steph Curry.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
From deep, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
I have no idea why he would have even attempted that. That's a horrible turnover.
Now here's Williams. Gets it off, and it is good! And here are the Cavaliers now. Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Jefferson. Then it's Williams. And it's Fry in at center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Launches a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Korver kicks to Williams. Shoots a 3. Williams' shot is off.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
When it really went well, according to plan there for the D, they completely baited them into taking that shot, making that move, and they were ready for it.
For 3, West doesn't go for him. Williams with the defensive effort. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Three-pointer. Jefferson's shot is off.
They played him absolutely perfect there. Didn't allow him to get the open shot that he was looking for.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Williams kicks to Jefferson. Good, great play by Williams. The set of VPs should get a vote on who wins the award. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that, of course. I agree that players should vote most of the time because they're really out there on the floor and they get to see the nuances and intangibles of the game that we don't get to see. And I also have another idea for All-Star. How about this, Kevin? Three-point shooting contest. After we have the winner of the three-point shooting contest with NBA players only, then the next day we come back and we have the winner go against former winners. You know, just think about seeing Larry Bird out there, Craig Hodges out there, Rashawn Leonard out there.
Yes.
Oh, Steve Kerr out there. You know, I'd love to see it because one thing about basketball, it transcends everything, including age, and the jump shot never gets old. I'd love to see that.
Great perspective. Warriors leading by 22. Curry outside. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 34 points.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
Well, no one is stepping up and making them beat them off the dribble. Until that happens, they'll continue to burn you from there.
And another miss by Cleveland.
Is he trying to get a shoe contract deal? Because he's showing no interest in moving the ball right now. He's trying to make a one-man commercial. He's just content to try to get his points, and that's all.
Curry against Irving. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. The Cavaliers shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
They are up in this game right now, and he is one of the reasons why, given his stellar shooting from the field.
Outside Irving from deep three-point range. Not going to go that time. Curry with the defensive effort. He kicks it to Green. The three and the rejection by Smith. Here's the three. They get it back. Cavaliers shooting 40% from the field. And the pass to Irving. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And the pass was right in stride. Extremely accurate setting up the shot.
From deep, Green. Green missing again.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Curry with the three. No good on that one. And Cleveland will come the other way. Look.
Careless play like that at this point in the game has to be smarter than that.
Here's Livingston. That shot misses. Nice D from Williams. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Jefferson, and the layup's good off the glass.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that.
Oh.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, you love it. He's just playing with the greater energy and effort. He recognizes the opening and pounces on it.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Williams off target. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come.